Hi everyone, my name is Fidan Meikle and I'm an author of My Name is Samim. In a moment, I'll read you a short extract from the book. In this scene, Samim is forced to leave his injured uncle behind and continue the journey without an adult and with only his best friend Zayn by his side. Iran, spring 2017. Uncle Roshan kept our money in plastic bags inside his shoes. He took some out for himself and Zayn and I split the rest. He also gave us his mobile phone and told us to message Uncle Jalal and tell him what had happened as soon as we got a signal. Before we left the old woman's house, we washed ourselves over a basin and changed into clean clothes. She handed us a plastic bag full of food at the door. It's just some bread, boiled eggs, and apples, she said, to hush your bellies. We'd been starving for days, yet somehow didn't feel excited about the food at the time. But we said thank you, Auntie, and we bowed to her. In the end, I never said goodbye to my uncle. I couldn't bring myself to. Instead, I stood at the door for a while, watching him lie on the bed with his eyes shut. I didn't remember my mother's eyes any longer. I didn't remember my sister's voice or my father's smile. I didn't want to forget Uncle Roshan, too. But then he twisted his face in pain, and I looked away. I wanted to remember him, but not like that. He will get better, Zayn said, patting my back, and I nodded, though I didn't believe it. When we left, the sky was the color of a bruised peach. Yellow and pink swirled together. Brown dirt under our feet turned red with the sunrise. It hadn't been long since we left the stone-cutting factory, but it seemed like a galaxy away. And although life in the factory hadn't been easy, it suddenly felt like a good life. We had Uncle Roshan and Uncle Karim with us, and food, some safety, and a warm place to sleep. We wandered silently until we saw 6 men from the truck huddled outside an abandoned shepherd's hut. They were leaning on the walls, their dark heads drooped. The man told us the handler had called, and another truck would come for us later that night. Zayn and I slumped with relief beside them, and we messaged Uncle Jalal and told him what had happened. He said he believed in us, and that Uncle Roshan, his brother, was a fighter and would never give up. We reread that message dozens of times, and each time it felt like peeling a splinter out of a finger. Exhausted, we slept through most of the day. A few hours past midnight, a truck parked on the other side of the road. We watched it with bated breath, like it was a gazelle we were afraid to speak. The driver flashed the lights 3 times, a signal for us. We bolted to the truck, scrambling into the trailer. The engine rumbled and we zoomed down the road. We huddled together, our eyes wide, staring at the melon-like moon. Each second I was getting further away from my uncle, but it was a comfort to know that if we both looked up, we saw the same moon. Why does the world have to be like this? I whispered, the truck bouncing beneath me. Why do kids have to suffer because grown-ups can't get along? I know, Zane growled. Adults act like they're so smart, but look at the world they've built. 2 orphans sneaking away like rats just to survive. And they preach about school making us wiser. Maths and grammar don't stop these men from starting wars. Maybe they should teach kindness in school. Teach people how to live together and get along instead of tearing each other apart. Zane had a point.